how are you all? Hope you all are fine and doing well. So as you know that within these days, I'm sending few of the important topics through video. So today also I'm here with a very new topic that is related to chapter tissue. Please avoid the outside voices because all the children are playing right now. Okay, so that's why they are making the sound. So just leave or ignore that matter. Let's come to the point. So as I was telling that today we will discuss mainly on the complex permanent tissue. As we know that complex permanent tissues are also known as the conductive tissue, and these conductive tissues are none other than number one xylem and number two phloem. Okay, so on this xylem and phloem, their structures and their function we will discuss today. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, we will discuss about the xylem. Okay, let's start from the topic or from the actual definition of the complex permanent tissue. Students, you know that there are different type of tissues are present in the plant's body, whereas per the parenchymatous tissues, then meristematic tissues, we have already read about it, and it is also kind of formation of the tissue that is known as the conductive tissues. Why it is called the conductive tissue? Because such type of tissues makes the entire figure inside the plant's body, and after that it helps to transfer. What is transfer? We know that throughout the plant's body, inside the plant's body, the water, then minerals used to move from root part to each and every the green part on the plant's body on the shoot. Okay, and after that the food items, it means the starch also is to move or transfer to different parts in a plant's body. So it means that through the for the transferation, okay, such type of tubes are needed, those which are also made up of different type of tissue. So what are those tissue actually? So these are the type of tissues, those which are known as conductive tissues. Okay, number one, that is xylem. Number two, that is phloem. Okay, so first of all we will say about the xylem. What is xylem? Yes, xylem is a kind of formation of the tissue, those which have different structures are amalgamated together or joined together also, we can say, and it helps to absorb the nutritious solution, means the water as well as the nutrients and the minerals from the soil through the roots. Okay, main roots and side roots, through that roots used to take, and after that it used to move from bottom part to the top part vertically in each and every green portion in a plant body. Okay, as we know that green portion contains the chlorophyll inside it, so that's why in that chlorophyll contains structures or spaces, the photosynthesis process will be held, so that's why such type of things are needed. That's it. Okay, if we go through that, what components are present in the xylem tissue? Look, xylem tissue is not only one tissue. Yes, xylem tissue, we can say that it is a kind of combination of the tissues. Okay, combination of the tissues. Now what are the part of the xylem tissues? Yes, in xylem tissue there are four kinds of parts are there. Okay, four kinds of parts are there in xylem tissue. So it means that four types are combined together to make the xylem tissue. Understand? Okay, so what is the first one? The first one is xylem tracheids, then xylem vessels, then xylem parenchyma, and the last one is xylem fibers. Okay, so tracheids, vessels, parenchymatous cell, and fibers. Okay, so first of all we will say about the tracheid and the vessel. Look, tracheid and the vessel, these two things are used for the intermechanization of the xylem structure. As we know that these structures are known also, or these xylem and phloem are also said as a transferable tubes. Okay, or the tubes through which transfer can be happen in a plant's body. Transfer what things? Those which are the minerals, then water, okay, then the food items, starch. So through the channels throughout the plant's body when it is used to move. Okay, so on that very structures to make it the intermechanization, for making the intermechanization in xylem tissue, mainly tracheid and vessels, these two plays a good role. Okay, now how it is look like? It is almost look like cylindrical structure or tubular structure, we can easily say, because it makes a pipe like structure or a tube like structure from root part to the topmost part in a plant's body. Okay, so in that manner vertically it used to stay in that manner. So for mechanization or for making the entire tubular part of the xylem tissue, these vessels and tracheid, these two things are needed, mostly needed. Okay, after that, xylem parenchyma. What is the function of xylem parenchyma? Xylem parenchyma basically it used to stay around the pipe-like structure, those which are made up of trachea and vessels. Okay, around it, a new type of cells are very new cells. It is said a single cells. Those are used to stay over there. Those which are known as xylem parenchyma. And what is the function of xylem parenchyma? Xylem parenchyma used to store the food items. Food items means the water, then the minerals, then the nutrients, those which are present throughout, and those which are moving through the through the tube. Okay, xylem tube. Through that, it used to store the food items inside it. Okay, that's it. And number 4, that is fibers. What is the function of fiber? We know that fiber contains a dead cell inside it. Okay, dead cell inside it or inactive cell inside it. So for that purpose, fibers means a thread-like structure, those which are combined together. Okay, so all those thread-like structures used to amalgamated or used to give the support or as a supportive part in a plant tissue, or sorry, in a xylem tissue, it is used. Okay, so if it is said that what is the function of xylem fiber helps to give the entire support to the xylem tissue. That is the function of it. Okay, so in this way we have completed the xylem tissue. Now we will discuss about the phloem tissue. Phloem tissue has also different type of combinations. It means different parts are there, those which are combined together to make the phloem tissue. So at first, if we go for finding out the actual function of the phloem tissue, what is the function of the phloem tissue? We know that it helps to transfer the food items. It means after photosynthesis process, when the food is ready, it means C6H12O6 glucose is ready. After that, it is stored in different body parts in a plant's body. Okay, so in that purpose and for transferation purpose, actually phloem tissue or phloem entire part or the conductive part helps to transfer for it. Okay, now the topic of it, the entire parts of it. What are the entire parts? The parts are sieve cells, sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and fibers. So here 5 types we have seen. Okay, all total 5 types we have seen. Number 1, that are called sieve cells. Okay, number 2, that is sieve tubes. Now we have to find out the sieve cells and sieve tubes. Look, sieve means the things those which are perforated. Perforated means those which have small hole inside it. Okay, so it means the entire cell contains the small hole or porous part or perforated. Okay, now these sieve cells makes a sieve tube. It means it is also a tube-like structure or tubular shape. Okay, those which have small holes around it. Okay, many holes are there. That's why it is called the sieve tubes. And after that, companion cells. Companion cells, what are the function of it? Companion cells mainly it is stay together or it is adjoined together the around part, the around cylindrical part of the sieve tube. Okay, it remains just around it. That's why they are called companion cells. It means this companion cell helps to stay along with the cylindrical part of the sieve tubes and helps to transfer the food items through the tube. Okay, as well as this companion cell helps to give the proper shape of the phloem tube. That's it. That's why these are called companion tubes. Okay, they are companion part. Next, after companion cells, there are present phloem parenchyma. What is the function of parenchyma and where it is situated? As we already know that in xylem parenchyma, in xylem tissue, xylem parenchyma remains around the tubular part of the xylem that vessels. Okay, or xylem tubular part. In the same way, phloem parenchyma also remains around the phloem tube. Okay, or phloem tissue, it remains around it, and the function is same, to store the food items. Parenchyma always remain there for storing the food item inside it. Okay, and after that, fibers, that is also the same kinds of function as same as xylem tissue. It means these phloem fibers also give the proper support from the outside to the phloem tissue. Okay, so in this way we have understood about different parts of the phloem tissue and xylem tissue and their function, their structures, and where they are present. Now along with this video I must give you the entire shape or entire figure of those two cells so that it could be make it could be clear to you totally. Okay, and no confusion comes again and again. Okay, so today's up to this. It's a very short video, so that's why I'm requesting you to observe, to follow the full part of this video, and if you have seen, that's good, it will help you a lot. And those who have not subscribed till now, you are requested to subscribe it, and you have to share it as many as possible. That's it for today. Meet on the next day with a very new topic. Till then, bye bye, happy learning.